Have you said anything yet?
No. Oh, I know, I agree Mum and Dad have to go, but it's not exactly the easiest thing to put to them, is it? Besides, where would they go? They did mention they're still interested in the Harrisons' house.
Well, it's still way out of their league financially, and do we really want them living on the close?
It's a bit close.
Why'd you always do that? You always do that, don't you? Hey, every night you set your alarm, and every morning you ignore it. Why'd you bother?
I always set the alarm just in case you didn't wake up in time to wake me up.
Dee Dee, I have been waking up first for the last 20 years, haven't I?
And we've been having this conversation for the last 20 years. Women need more sleep than men.
Oh, is that right? Hey, well, how come that you get more sleep than me, but I'm the one who wakes up all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? Mind you, don't know why I bother, Mike. Seems all I ever get is a knockback.
Oh, here we go again. Hey, what about my unrequited passion lying here all night while you're snoring your head off? We've just got different body clocks, that's all.
Yeah, but the batteries aren't dead in mine, though.
Okay, so it's not 9.5 weeks. What do you want after 20 years of marriage?
Like 9.5 minutes?
Well, with you, that'll leave me time to boil an egg, won't it?
Oh, go on. Puncture what's left of me libido. It's like a colander as it is. I do have feelings, you know.
Ron, if you concentrated a little less on what you haven't got and a little more on what you have got, a home, 3 kids and 2 businesses, I mean, a lot of people would settle for much less.
So that's it, eh? For me, I'll honest settle for settling for it. I look forward to my next bit of excitement being me free bus pass.
That's it, Pat. You lie there and count your blessings.
All right, boss. Didn't know you were here.
Got back in the early hours, didn't I?
All right. Been down to Brum, have you?
Bit fairer than that, Jimmy. New Yorker.
Oh, very nice. All right for some, innit?
Yeah, I've just been checking out my new apartment, haven't I? That I acquired off Max Farnham's in-laws.
All right. And is this property available to your co-workers and that, like, you know, for the what's it? Well-earned break?
No, it isn't, Jimmy. I'm the boss, remember? The co-workers can make their own arrangements, can't they? So, many in last night?
A few, yeah. 1 or 2 footy lads, you know. Steady business.
And how did the bar staff get on that you hired?
Great, yeah. No problem.
Oh, do stop sulking. We've both been just as foolish for not realising we'd outstayed our welcome with Max and Patricia.
Yes, but still it didn't justify what they said about us on the phone. I mean, more like Noah's Ark than I am, really.
Serves you right for listening into their private call on that gutted radio contraption of yours.
Ron and I tuned into their conversation entirely by accident.
And if you hadn't been so nosy, you'd have tuned right out again.
Wish I had. My own daughter and son-in-law agreeing on how they should get rid of us. I don't know who was more embarrassed, me or Ron Dixon. But I think I can claim the hurt was exclusively mine.
Perhaps it's a blessing in disguise. Truly, we could well have gone on under the mistaken impression that they were enjoying us being here. Oh, it's silly of us. After all, they're young, and I'd say thankfully still very much in love.
Yeah. Yes, I suppose you're right. At their age, we wouldn't have wanted parents cluttering up the place.
Quite.
Well, good job it's not a pub, innit?
Sorry?
You waiting around for opening. Good job it's not a pub or your reputation will be in smithereens.
I just thought I'd get a few things and get back before there were too many people about.
Right, you might have to fight your way to my counter later on, eh? I'd like to think that was likely. Oh, by the way, I meant to mention, I had a fella in the shop earlier on the week asking if there was a woman lived round here with 2 teenage daughters and, well, to tell you the truth, only thought about you after he'd gone.
Oh, it's all right. Somebody else pointed him in my direction.
Oh, so it was you he was looking for?
Yeah.
Nice fella. Stupid of me, though, wasn't it, eh? Not thinking about you. Still, glad to see you found you all right.
Hiya.
Hi, Mark.
Are you enjoying living at the Harrisons, then?
Oh, better than living at home. Well, at least it was until Mike squashed in with me, like. Our room will be better when he sorts out to bed and that. Bit of a tip with a sleeping bag.
Is Mike living there?
His dad threw him out for having a party, didn't he? Wouldn't even let him bring his bed over from home. It was worth it though, eh? I mean, was that a great party or what?
Oh, it was the best laugh I've had in ages. I've had Dee Dee on my back about it though. Out on the razz when I should be at home pining for Derek.
Oh, you've got to have a laugh, haven't you? Hey, do you fancy coming out tonight? With Mike and his girlfriend and me? Otherwise, I'm free as a crowd.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I shouldn't go out enjoying myself all the time while Derek's abroad.
So compromise. Come out, but don't enjoy yourself.
Yeah, go on then.
Sounds. Coffee when you finish work?
Yeah, okay.
See you later.
Bye.
Very much.
Let me guess. Debts.
Well, then a birthday card.
Oh, sorry. Oh, listen, I didn't deliberately pick today to leave. If I'd remembered it was your birthday.
It doesn't matter. I'm just sorry you've picked any day to leave.
I can really rate around and watch you and Marianne together. I mean, you know me. I know me. I'd have probably tried to move in on her behind your back.
You've got to believe that's not what I did. Honest to God, it was only when Marianne decided herself not to marry.
Yeah, I know. But I still can't hang around. I wouldn't trust myself not to try and wreck things for you. And you're the one she wants, and I just hope it goes well for you.
Couldn't you just try and stay? At least let's go inside and talk about it.
I couldn't. Looks like this debt-ridden empire's all yours. Listen, I'll send you some money as soon as I get myself together for the loans, yeah?
You know I want to say forget the money, don't you? But I'm going to have to try and make a go of this place. Leo and jealousy.
Yeah.
Anyway, you might change your mind. Come back. I don't even know where you're going.
London and then, Jimmy? Could you give us a lift to the station?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Bit later on, all right?
Oh, it suits me. I've got some stuff to do.
I worry about you, know that, don't you?
Hey, listen, I better go. Oh, listen, I'm sorry about your birthday.
Alice.
Listen, you and Marianne look after each other, all right?
God, I haven't forgotten somebody's birthday.
No. It's just by way of a little thank you. You and Patricia have been so good having us here to stay.
Oh, well, no, really, I mean, you're very, kind. I brought some more details from the office, properties you might be interested in.
Oh, excellent. We'll take a look at them straight after dinner, won't we, G?
Good. I mean, no rush, of course.
Oh, hiya, Di. I was hoping you'd come in early. Listen, if it's extra bar training you're after.
No.
Oh, right, good. Because I've got a bit of a problem. I've had a call from Joe Elsall, you know, about you trying to drown that fella with the lager.
Oh, she heard about that then, did she?
Yeah, well, the dipstick only went and rang it up, didn't he? Complaining. He's claiming cleaning bills for his suit and all that sort of stuff. Now, as far as I'm concerned, you were right the way he was acting, but Joe says, and, well, look, I think she's dead wrong, but...
Jimmy, if you're trying to give me the sack, don't bother. I'm keen to have my notice in.
Oh. Well, if you were thinking of giving the job up anyway.
Yeah, I did. No one's treating me like a piece of meat.
What's going on?
Nothing but all sorted, just some punter, you know. Divvy came on a bit heavy with Diane last night.
All right, hope you lashed him out then.
No.
I threw a drink over him, and I'd do it again.
Joe wants me to give her the boot.
You what? Well, listen, Joe Elsall's not the only one who hires and fires around here, you know. You've got your job back if you want it, Diane.
Oh, thanks, but...
Hey, listen, you're okay. Barrio Square taking you back with Joe Elsall, if that's all you're worrying about, won't you, boss?
Of course I will. You can start back tonight.
Oh, it's really good of you, but... Well, I don't really want to work in a club. Stupid to think I did in the first place.
Hey, listen, Well, the least you can do, Jimmy, is give it a lift home.
I thought you wanted me to pick up the rest of the spirits. And I've offered Mick's brother a lift to the station now.
All right.
It's fine, honest. Oh, and say bye to Mo for me. Tell her working with Dave is the one bit of the job that is enjoy.
Look, I tell you what, I'll give you a lift home if you like.
Oh, do feel you have to, honest.
I don't argue with him, he's the boss.
Ex-boss in my case.
Yeah, well, I can still give you a lift home, can't I? Come on. See you, Jim.
Yeah, see ya.
Oh, God, I haven't missed a birthday.
Oh.
No, it's a sort of thank you from David and Jean for us having them here.
And a sort of farewell dinner. Not that we'll be pushing off this evening exactly, you understand, but pretty soon at any rate.
We can't impose indefinitely.
Quite so. Oh, I say, I don't suppose these things will ever get a by-royal appointment seal now, eh, Max? Not after Camilla Gate, anyway. You know, funnily enough, I can sometimes pick up the odd conversation on my amateur radio gear out there, eh?
Really?
So you better be careful. You wouldn't want a Farnham Gate on your hands, would you, eh?
No.
Anyway, as Jean says, we can hardly go on imposing on you any longer. Must seem more like Noah's Ark than home sometimes, eh?
But, where would you go?
Oh, well, find some modest little bed and breakfast somewhere, I suppose. Nothing fancy, can't afford it.
It's only until we find somewhere suitable to buy.
But we can't have you living in some grubby B&B, can we, Max?
No, of course not. No, and, well, we like having you here, and Thomas loves having you here.
And you're more than welcome to stay.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, we'd be offended if you left.
Well, we had rather made up our minds.
No, please, we'd feel terrible. I mean, in fact, we insist that you carry on living with us, don't we, darling?
Yes, of course.
Well, if you're really sure, we wouldn't want to put you out in any way, would we, Jean? Wouldn't want to outstay our welcome.
Oh, no, of course not.
Well, that's settled then. You know, we really do enjoy being here. Lovely area, friendly neighbours. Oh, that reminds me. There was a chap here yesterday trying to trace, what's her name, across the way. You know, the woman with the 2 girls.
Mandy Jordan?
Yes, that's the one. Turns out this chap was her husband. She wasn't best pleased to see him there. Slammed the door right in his face when I took him across.
Oh, but you didn't. David, really?
Honestly, Dad, do you think I ought to go over there?
Oh, we better make certain she's all right. I'll come with you.
We're just about to eat.
It won't be long.
Oh, Lord, now what have I done?
It's just right here.
I know. Have you always lived round this neck of the woods?
Yes, that's when I lived on the close. So, where do you live then? Some flash flat or something?
No, actually, I'm keeping on the sofa in the office, in the club. Mind you, I've just been over to Mallorca to have a look at a new place I've got.
Very nice.
Well, it hasn't always been like that. I mean, before that, I was living on the close myself, wasn't I? And before that, we were living on an estate that was not very classy at all.
Oh, to be honest, I've never known much about you. I mean, considering we're sort of related.
Yeah, well, we haven't really talked much, have we?
No. Apart from you being Rod's stepbrother, I didn't think we'd have much in common.
10 years ago. I was a scally, just like all the rest.
You must be made up, though. Moving from somewhere that ordinary and getting shops and a club and a place in Spain.
Just one of the lucky ones. Didn't get in a rut, did I? Hey, listen, you can have your job back, you know, if you want.
Thanks. But no thanks. I didn't even like the men looking at me, let alone thinking they'd bought the right to maul me for the price of a pint. I suppose I'm just a bit more wary of men since, well, you know.
Yeah, Tracy said you'd started therapy.
You can say psychiatrist, you know, it's not to be ashamed of.
I know it isn't. It's just...
Just what?
Well, it's nothing. But, I mean, psychiatrists, they make you go back over things, don't they? I mean, I reckon what you need to do is to start going forward. I mean, it's simple, isn't it, with Peter Allison? He's hurt you. So, you hurt him back a little bit, and it makes you feel better, doesn't it? Then you can start going forward again.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's what I did. I mean, I went to his house with scissors, but I ended up hurting myself, not him.
I'm just saying it can be sorted, that's all. And I guarantee you'd feel better.
If you don't mind me saying, what makes you such an expert on rape all of a sudden?
I'm not. It's just that... It happened to my mum once. And it very nearly happened to our Karen as well.
And what you're saying, your mother and your sister got their revenge?
No. I'm just saying that... Well, it could have been sorted, that's all.
And here's me thinking you're a respectable businessman.
Well, I am now, aren't I? But, well, I'm just saying it could have been arranged.
No, honest. I know you mean well, but, well, you probably think I'm soft. But even after what he did to me, I don't think I could be responsible for anyone getting hurt.
And that's why women are always going to land themselves in trouble, isn't it?
What, you mean you think women are soft?
No, not all of them. But some women, well, they're just too nice for their own good, aren't they?
Thanks a lot for the lift, Jimmy. How are you on?
It's all right, mate. You can get us a large scotch when you get back.
I'm not too sure I'll be doing that.
All right. Sounds as if you're off for a while, then.
Maybe. The trouble is, I've left Mick with all the trouble and strife of the pizza parlour. All the debts that I got are saddled with.
Do you know something? Your Mick is a fool to himself. I offered him a way of solving his financial problems. But no, he turns it down, doesn't he?
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, you know, insurance job, it's foolproof, isn't it? Listen, Mick gets the bungalow robbed by a couple of fellas I just talked about, right? They stash the stuff away while he collects a couple of grand on the insurance. Then he gets his stuff back. Simple. But no.
Yeah, like you say, Jimmy, he's too honest for his own good.
Jimmy, how much would a scam like that cost?
I could get it done for a couple of hundred, no problem. But your Mick is too straight, isn't he? Eh? Doesn't want to know, does he?
Yeah. But if he didn't know he was going to be robbed, he could claim the money legit, couldn't he?
Ah, right. You mean what your Mick doesn't know won't hurt his conscience? Got it?
And he'd never know that it was a little leaving present from his brother.
Yeah, sound, no problem, yeah.
No, this is not going to cock up and backfire on Mick in any way. You can handle something like this, can't you, Jimmy?
I'm telling you, it's a doddle. I've done it before. I mean, these guys I know have done it before, you know.
Now, if I find out my flat deposit money gets no further than your pocket, I'll make a point of coming back, and it won't be to buy you a scotch.
I promise you. Trust me. Leave it to me, and your Mick will be none the wiser, but a lot richer.
He deserves some luck, doesn't he?
What about you, then?
Me? Oh, I'm all right. I've got no job, no money, no girl, but what the hell? I've got a charm, haven't I?
Thanks. Not just for giving me a lift, but for telling me about your mum and your sister and that.
Well, I just thought it might help, you know.
Yeah, well, it did. And it will be all right, you know.
Yeah, I think you will. Hey, and listen, if you ever need anything, or anybody, you know where to find me.
Yeah, it did.
You mustn't blame Mr. Crosby. I'm sure Trevor would have found us anyway. He can be such a charmer, you see. People fall for it. I fell for it myself once upon a time.
How long were you married before?
Before he started knocking me about. Not long. Just the odd slap at first. I told myself it was my own fault for making him mad. Then it got so I daren't open my mouth or even look at him in case it set him off. Went on for years. Sometimes I used to pray he'd just kill me and get it over with.
And you never tried to get any help?
He always seemed so sorry afterwards, and I believed him when he said he'd never do it again.
I saw it time after time in my nursing days. Women so battered they could hardly speak. We'd patch them up, and they'd walk straight back into the same situation.
I know it's hard to understand if it hasn't happened to you. Well, maybe the first mistake was not walking out after the first punch, but at first you think you can stop it happening, you see. It doesn't help if you're in love with the guy.
But when it just goes on, I'd have thought the worse it got, the easier it would be to leave.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But by then it's too late. You've had all the will beaten out of you.
What finally made you get help? After so many years of it must have been something pretty terrible for you to have him sent to prison.
I suppose I realised in the end it was him or me, and I didn't want my daughter to see any more. The people from the refuge, Mr. and Mrs. Shackleton, who found this house for us, helped a lot. It made me see I had no choice but to have him put away.
It was the right thing to do, to have him punished for what he did.
I suppose so. But what good it'll do me, I don't know. Now Trevor's found me again.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Dixon.
Hiya.
I said we'd all meet up down the club.
Yeah, fine. Margaret, do you think you should be doing this?
Doing what? I'm just going for a drink, just having a laugh.
You're engaged to Derek, and he's not having a laugh. Working abroad, helping people.
Well, that's because that's what he chose to do. What am I supposed to do? Become a nun?
Oh.
Thanks for coming over.
Well, if you made it plain that you didn't want to see him when he came the other day, maybe your husband won't come back again.
I wouldn't bank on it.
If you let the refuge people know that he's found you, they should be able to move you to another safe house, shouldn't they?
I suppose so. What's the use? It means uprooting the girls again, and they're just beginning to settle down. And let's face it, if Trevor can find us here, he can find us anywhere.
Hi.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Hello. These were ordered for you.
Truly sorry. Still your loving husband, Trevor.
I'm sorry.